There are so many scams out there, and some of them are downright ridiculous that you have to ask yourself, how could anyone ever fall for these? Such as the classic Nigerian prince. I have millions of dollars, but the US government won't let me transfer it to my bank account. Can I send it to your bank account to send back to me? That kind of thing, and we'll split the profits or whatever. And then it ends up with people losing all of their money, or those random cold call tech support messages. Hello, I work for Microsoft and your calculator has a virus. We're going to need 4 Bitcoin in order to solve this. This is an official Microsoft representative. And somehow those scams actually succeed. Usually the victims are geriatric, they're on the older side of things, so they're not tech savvy and end up getting caught hook, line, and sinker in these. But there are oftentimes scams that do hit a younger generation, like crypto scams, or RuneScape, God rest all of the souls that fell victim for the free armor trimming or money duping scams. I myself, even well into my adulthood, have fallen for RuneScape scams. But today I want to share with you, by far, the stupidest scam I have ever seen. And this one was trying to target insurance companies, which is like trying to scam on Ultra Nightmare mode. 2 intellectual scholars hatched the genius scheme of intentionally giving one of them frostbite in both of his legs so that they need to be amputated and claim over $1 million in insurance money. They hatched this plan where it was an accident, something had gone wrong and he lost both of his legs, and thus insurance would need to give them a huge, fat, chunky payday, tons of doubloons. But as you'll see, things didn't quite go according to plan. And even if they did, it's the stupidest plan in the world to intentionally get rid of both of your legs to try and scam the insurance company and then split that money. That's the second time someone mentioned that guy. I'll look it up. So it was a college student who amputated his legs on purpose by getting frostbite for an insurance scam. Student alleges friend convinced him to amputate legs to claim $1.7 million in insurance money. The 23-year-old kept his feet in a bucket of dry ice for 10 hours and later claimed the frostbite was a result of riding a scooter at night. 23-year-old university student in Taiwan has had his legs amputated in an alleged insurance scam gone wrong. Seems like it went right. That was like the whole plan. This went all according to the scheme. In fact, it couldn't have gone more right for him. Taiwan's Criminal Investigation Bureau recently announced the student, identified as Chang, has been charged with insurance fraud as a result of the scheme. According to local media reports, Chang allegedly kept his feet in a bucket filled with dry ice for 10 hours, leading to severe frostbite and necrosis below the knee. He applied for compensation from 8 insurance policies after the amputation, allegedly hoping to pocket $1.7 million, and claimed the frostbite was the result of riding a scooter at night. I really feel like $1.7 million and losing both of your legs is not worth it. You should at least be going for 8 figures. Like, $1.7 million is a ton of fucking money, but that's not like set for life type money like generational wealth or anything. Especially to give away both of your legs. Man lost both his legs and got a felony charge. Yeah. Yikes. Doctors since something was off, though, noting an absence of shoe or sock marks and the symmetry of his injuries. The weather conditions on the night of the alleged incident were also not consistent with frostbite. Beyond that, Chang had taken out multiple insurance policies just days earlier. Chang allegedly worked with a co-conspirator, also 23, and identified as Lau. Chang claimed Lau was the mastermind behind the scheme, concocting a story that gang members were after him for an outstanding debt, when in reality, Lau had incurred financial losses from trading cryptocurrency. Oh my god. Is there a bigger clown on the planet? Could there be a bigger clown on the planet? This is worse than getting cucked. This is like 10x in terms of humiliation. You let your crypto bro friend convince you to get your legs amputated so you could make up for his financial losses? What a waste. What a fucking buffoon. The duo were originally high school classmates. The indictment reportedly states on January 26, 2023, Chang and Lau rode scooters to purchase dry ice in New Taipei City's Shangchong district. They later returned to Lau's residence in Taipei City, Zhongshan district, where he used cable ties to restrain Chang to a chair while he immersed his feet in dry ice from 2 a.m. until shortly after noon. Wait, this no longer sounds consensual. He tied him to the chair and left him there? Lau took photos and recorded some of the incident on his phone per the indictment. What? Why would you do that if this is supposed to be a fucking insurance scam? You're recording evidence to the contrary. How dumb is this guy? How stupid can you possibly be? There's photos of it on Reddit. Hold on, I've got to take a peek. It's not like, so the pictures aren't like gruesome or anything. It's just a picture of his friend tied down with zip ties with his legs in a bucket of dry ice. What in tarnation? Why was he tied up if it was consensual? It's probably like one of those things where even though you go into it knowing full well like you're committing to it, you're going to try and let it rip. When you actually get in the Crucible and the Thunderdome, you start panicking and freaking out like and run away or whatever, fight or flight response. So maybe this was to prevent that and he agreed to it. I don't know. Honestly, probably the dumbest plan I've ever heard of in my life. Chang went to the hospital on January 28th and his legs were amputated below the knees following more than a week of treatment. While he initially obtained nearly $10,000 through insurance claim, that money has since been seized by prosecutors and both Zhang and Lau have been charged with fraud and embezzlement. Somewhat unbelievably, a similar insurance scam unfolded in Missouri in November. What? How can there be multiple people this stupid on the planet? What? I swear, like, you don't need to look further than a couple of headlines to realize that we are actually just getting dumber as a species, for sure. In that case, a Missouri man staged farm equipment accident to appear as though he had lost his feet to a brush hog, a type of rotary mower, in hopes of making an insurance claim. But when responding medics and law enforcement officers arrived at the scene, the man's feet were nowhere to be found and his injuries appeared to be too clean to be the result of a brush hog. The man in his 60s was a known paraplegic in his lower extremities, and authorities were immediately curious about the tourniquets on his legs and who applied them. So this is a little different. This Chang had 2 fully functional legs that he parted with for $10,000. This guy was apparently a paraplegic and sacrificed his feet to try and get some insurance money. That's different. Chang is still significantly fucking dumber. According to the police, the man had been aided in the attempted scam by a Florida man who had cut off the man's legs with a hatchet. That's like some Winnie the Pooh blood and honey type shit. Investigators later determined that the incident has been an attempt to make a faulty insurance claim, but because the man never formally filed the false claim, he was not charged or identified. According to police, days after they responded to the scene, a relative found the man's feet in a bucket on the property which had been obscured by tires. So he kept it as like a little souvenir, like a trophy. According to the Bureau, Lau and Zhang were both charged with fraud, aiding and abetting serious injury. After the detention on January 17th, the authorities said that Zhang received one insurance payout of $7,200. However, it will be seized, and the insurance providers canceled the other claims filed following the incident due to the short period between receiving the policies and filing them. Rest in peace to both of his legs, and also all of his financial future. He's getting a fucking felony slapped on top of this. All that for nothing. Less than nothing. All that for significantly less than nothing. There's yet another case in Slovenia where a woman cut off her hand with a circular saw for $1.2 million insurance scam. She's now serving a 2-year jail sentence. Are insurance scams even easy in the first place? I feel like they probably were a while ago, but it became so common with people faking insurance claims after getting hit by a car that they probably cracked down on it in a big way. I feel like it's probably pretty fucking tough these days. You were the victim of one? That's called ambulance chasing. It's not necessarily the same thing. I'm talking about like the classic fucking red-blooded American good old-fashioned insurance scam where you run in front of a car that's barely moving, throw yourself on it, and start hooting and hollering. You know, that's true. Maybe with the rise of dash cams and just general cameras everywhere, it might be just harder because of that. Back in 2001, there was a guy who charged people $20 to watch him cut off his own legs with a guillotine. Look up "Cut Off My Feet" if you want to read about it. $20 admission to watch a man cut off his legs? What? Oh, Wang made a video on it. "Cut Off My Feet, Tales from the Internet." Yeah, he's got a whole video on it. Man, here's an article from it in 2001. Man cut off his feet live on the internet and charged $20 for it. A disabled American man says he's going to cut off his own feet by guillotine on live pay-per-view. Again, this is another person who's, much like the Missouri man, did this when he didn't have his legs functioning. Very different from Chang, who took his own legs for the sake of insurance money. Sir Paul Morgan from Mississippi says he needs prosthetic feet because a lower leg injury made it impossible for him to walk. But he says medical insurance will not cover the cost of surgery, so he's asking web users to pay for the privilege of watching him do it by guillotine. Mr. Morgan has launched cutoffmyfeet.com to publicize his unusual venture. Of the 150,000 people who have visited the site, so far only 10 visitors have paid $20 to witness the event. Oh no! Oh no! It was a flop! Damn! Damn! Sold more tickets than Madam Web, but still, damn! According to the site, Mr. Morgan was injured in 1986 after he fell from the back of a truck and was run over by a boat trailer being towed by a vehicle. God damn. I mean, he made a whole spectacle out of this. He said a local anesthetic will be used during the procedure and an ambulance will be on standby. When asked if he was looking forward to pushing the button on the guillotine, he said, yes, the sooner this is done, the sooner it's over and new feet come. This man turned this into like a fucking creator clash level event. We got the anesthetic and the ambulance on standby. We've also got this truss put up with some lights above it, so it'll be like a WWE match. It seems like he was going to do it one way or the other, because insurance wouldn't cover it. So I imagine he did it. Boo! Quick jump scare. I just want to quickly shout out Starforge Systems, the best PCs in the universe. It's a company I've been a part of since the start, and recently I guess a lot of people are waking up and opening their third eye to the beauty of PC gaming, because I've been getting asked a lot about where to start when it comes to PC gaming. So I just want to quickly talk about Starforge because we have the best PCs available. If you're someone who's just starting to dabble with PC gaming, we have a line called the Horizon series, which is just perfect for the everyday gamer. Or if you're someone looking for top-of-the-line equipment, top-notch, looking to upgrade to the best available, we have an entire line called the Voyager series. At Starforge, we have several different PCs at different price points, so you can always find the PC that's right for you and your needs. It's premium quality, impeccable attention to detail, white glove service at an accessible price point, and each computer comes with a full 2-year parts and labor warranty. Also, the logo is a hammer, not a penis. So yeah, if you're looking to upgrade your current PC or looking to get started with PC gaming, I highly recommend Starforge. I'll put a link in the description below.